the biggest low point for me is not having people with me. Like I've done some solo stuff on my own, some easy antelope stuff or whatever, and you can do it.
Yep.
But I truly enjoy the biggest part of hunting is that camaraderie.
Me too.
That sharing those moments. And like, even when it is really crappy and you are in a nasty hellhole, but you've got your guys with you, you're like, this is
You can laugh it off.
You can laugh it off. You can be like, this is going to suck, but we're going to do this together.
Well, and there's times when you're just beat and you have a buddy with you.
And he picks you up.
And he goes, we're going to go this way. You go, good. Because I feel like I've made the last wrong 8 decisions. Yep. And I need you to take lead. And you don't even have to say it. But he goes, let's go up here. Like, thank God he said something, because when you're solo, like, I've done that. And you mess up on an animal and mess up on another animal. And then it's dark and you're walking out and you just, you just hate yourself. And
you do.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other one has to say.
All right, welcome to the Ruck List podcast. Today we got in the Johnson brothers, Christian and Colin. There's 4 of you boys, right?
There's 6 total.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, 5 boys, 1 girl.
5 boys, 1 girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did your parents name them all Christian, Colin with C's just so they'd be like confused all the time?
Started that way.
Yeah.
And I don't think our grandpa really learned our names.
He didn't.
It'd be like, you run through the whole Rolodex of names. You'd be like,
You'd be like, that's me. Yeah. Our mom used to be like, tell me your name. Yeah. Don't lie to me. You know what I mean? Literally. So, So, well, thank you guys for coming to the studio. Colin is the critical piece in the Ruck List team, keeps me together. So we see each other all the time. Christian, we haven't spent much time together. So
thanks for the opportunity.
Excited to have you in, man, and just trying to get more of the crew in and just have fun in here. It's good. It's better to be in the studio, right? So, Christian, let's start with you, man. Just tell us kind of your background, where you came from, how you got here. You grew up around here, local boy.
Yeah, I'm a native. Obviously, we're born and raised here. Like we were saying, one of 6 siblings. Kind of got into the addiction of hunting like the rest of us when I was about 8 years old. Was like my first experience of a hunt.
Who was that with?
It was with my buddy Daniel and his dad up in Kremling. They ran a ranch up there. They still do. And just kind of seeing some of those Texas guys come in hunting on the private ranch.
Right.
Getting to talk shop, learning the lingo, watching these guys just shoot massive mule deer. And it was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And I mean, even it started before that. Like, Dad got us into fishing when we were 3. I think we went on a goose hunt when we were even younger than that.
Oh, that was a mess.
That was a mess. But yeah.
But your dad is a big fly. He was a big fly
huge
fisherman.
Fly fisherman. Yeah, for sure. I think that was the allure of him moving to Colorado from Iowa.
Nice.
Yeah, it was Iowa.
Oh, it was Iowa and Nebraska.
Yeah.
But
it was the big game stuff that kind of drew him here, and then the fishing and stuff like that. And then he went way into the fly fishing.
Just way deep on the fishing thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. I live in Greeley.
Yeah.
I'm a firefighter there. So got an awesome job. Married. Got my first kid on the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Super excited about that.
Yeah. How long have you been married?
Been married 6 years. It'll be 7 come May. So
cool. And what's the
when baby?
Baby's July 5th. He's a little baby boy, so
little patriot right off the roof.
Yeah, he's gonna be packing some animals for me.
Yep.
That's pretty much it, though. I'm pretty easy, pretty simple guy.
Yep.
So nothing too crazy about me.
I like it.
You're the ringleader though with all the hunting stuff. Like,
Dad was You're the one that started everybody on the hunting side, the big game side.
I would say so, because my first true hunt that I did in like a harvest was a deer hunt when I was, I think I was 13 or 14. It was an 09. But after seeing all the guys hunt on that ranch and whatnot, it used to be I'd work for money and it'd be a little bit of money, whatever. I didn't care. I loved ranching. I thought it was super cool. But then worked a deal out with the landowner, and he was just kind of saying, hey, you do some work for the summer and you can apply. And if you draw a tag, you can come hunt up here. I was like, yep, I'm in. Don't pay me anything.
Yep.
And then, as soon as I think that was like a little 3x4 or whatever, but as soon as that happened, it was like all bets are off. Like, this is where my life
This is what I'm doing forever.
Yeah. And then as soon as that happened, it was like, dang, dude, this is cool. I'm doing it with one of my buddies, his dad. But I want my brothers and my dad and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then over the years, that just evolved.
Of course.
Kept hunting obviously on my own, and then finally when you got out of the Army, you were like, let's what's this about? What's this doing?
Oh, we got to circle back to that one too, because that was a total mess. I told about it last time, but
Yeah. So I know, like
I
you,
want to hear your
for
perspective
you,
on the 30-30.
I was just going to ask. That's kind of where I was going to go straight to it, because you take Colin hunting the first time and you're like, okay, he was a sniper in the Army.
Yep.
Should not have to have that conversation.
Nope. I was like, this is going to
Like,
be the
okay, we can
easiest
talk about
chip
everything
shot.
else. You sit here. This is how these animals move. Should not have to talk about how to shoot your rifle.
No, exactly. Like,
But my understanding is that's not what happened.
no. And I got that time. It's not like I had this huge in-depth knowledge of hunting yet. Like,
Sure.
and we all are. Still
None of us do.
learning, right?
Yep, you're right.
But yeah, that thought of, okay, dude's a sniper. He's going to be able to shoot anything with his 270. It's sighted in. We'll take him out shooting, dialed, whatever. And I'll get him on a deer. Like, I know where these things
Yeah,
are.
that's just it, right? You're like, you be ready to shoot. I'll put you on a deer. It might not be the deer of a lifetime, but you'll shoot a deer.
Exactly. Like, anything goes. Legal is fine.
Western slope somewheres,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he comes to me and he's saying,
How was that?
I'm-
Am I doing better about not giving away
that was
spots?
perfect.
he's all nostalgic. He's like, I've been shooting out of a scope for years now. I want the open sight 30-30. And I think my face just dropped. Like, what?
Oh my God.
You have a skill set that we all wish we had, and you want to go.
You want to go shoot
wanna
iron
go backwards
sights.
the other
Yes.
way? Like, no way. But hey, like, teach their own. I let people, like, whenever I hunt with someone, it's
You're like, I'll let you
want,
screw that
man.
up yourself. Yep.
Yeah, but we are bringing a scope just in case. Like, I'll pack the 270 for you. You're gonna wish we had it. Of course, that day we get there, we drove all through the night, parked at 3 a.m. and I said, "Hey boys, we're hiking in at 4:30, so catch a nap."
Yep.
I ended up not bringing the 270 because I was like, this dude, he's a sniper. He can shoot with open sights too, probably pretty well.
Yeah, you would think.
And we get in there, we start hiking, and sun comes up. We experience the sunrise. Get to talk to him. Like, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
This is the deeper part of it. It's super cool. Like, I've been waiting for this moment to have at least two of my brothers here. Like,
How long was he in the Army when you were kind of?
Oh, dude, how long was that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's kind of a weird run. So I started in like 09.
And that's when I killed my
I got out in 18. So it was 18 because I was still on the drug task force. So I was 18 when we went.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
And
it's hard
because
because
year left.
Like when your brother, like with Tyrel, like you don't realize it till if you have a brother or family that goes into the military, like you go to call them, and it's not like they're not dead, of course, but it's different, right? Because you're just so used to calling your brother and going, hey, like, I got to move a dishwasher. I got to do this, or let's go do this. And so when you start to experience those things, and then the first person you want to share it with is your brothers.
Yeah.
At least that was it for me.
Oh, same here.
And so just like kind of waiting I'm sure you waited like I did with Tyrel. Like you're just like, I need you to get out. I need you to get out. I need you to be on this adventure with me. So yeah, I'm sure it was a long wait.
And we still have that with Colton. Colton's currently in still. No plans of coming out anytime soon, but we're gonna get him out here for a hunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got out, and I was like, dude, it's time.
Yeah.
Like, put in for this tag. You're gonna draw it, and I'm taking you. I won't even put a tag in my pocket. And I think I ended up putting a tag in my pocket for the later season. But then, anyway, going back, we make it up there and we start glassing. I find the first group of deer, and I was like, Colin, there's an actual pretty decent buck. Like, he's past his ears. He's a couple years younger, but like he's got the genetics.
It's
of the
one of
deer
those
that
where
I've
like
seen
you
up
see
there.
him from the side and you're like, that's an okay buck. And then he turns his head to look at you like, oh shit. He just like,
exactly
it just
what it
grows
is.
wider, and that's that moment where you pucker up because you're like, it seems like it's always that way. Heads down, like kind of this side.
Oh, yeah.
And then they look over and it just goes, and it grows and you're like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he didn't entirely know what he was looking at yet, like getting into that whole hunting realm. But I think my excitement of finding that deer, he started getting excited. And I was like, all right, dude, like he's traveling this way.
Yeah.
Are you ready to run?
And we have to
He's
got a
just
lot of distance now because
He was at
you
least
left.
900 yards away. Open
Yeah.
sight.
Sniper.
Yeah, sniper.
Sniper.
He could have.
Could have just shot right
He
there.
could have done it, but he decided not
We
to.
had all the tools we needed except for one.
Yeah.
For somebody wanted to bring an open sight 30-30.
Oh, man. So
my
we go on this run down the drainage, back up the other side, onto this other finger ridge to like cut off that buck basically because there's a ridge in between the one we're on and the one we were on when we first saw him. And I was like, perfect. When we get onto this flat here,
Yeah.
it's going to be 200 or closer. Like, and it's easily doable with that 30-30. We'd shot it. I felt confident. And I was like, we could probably cut the distance if we have to.
Yeah.
So we get there, Colin's pretty cool, collected. I was like, okay, I expect this for a sniper. Like, he looks like he's got this ready to go.
Yes.
And I range it. And it's like 170. I'm like, oh,
we're done.
we're done deal.
Hunt's
This is
over.
gonna. I'm already
Sun's
like
barely up all the way.
oh yeah. I'm like, dude, this guy's about to shoot a bigger buck for his first buck. I'm gonna have to hold this standard now. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is. I can't believe it's working out this way. And he shoots. Like, when we finally get everything squared away, and it's just over his back, and it's like, okay, buck fever. I've been there. We all have. I
Yeah.
still get that.
Yeah.
I was like, re-rack, you missed, shoot again. And he shoots again. And this deer, for whatever reason,
Doing mule deer
divine
things.
miracle, if you
Yeah.
want to call it that, is just standing there looking at us like, what is this? What is going on? And I
He's like, if I just don't move, I'm safe.
I watched 5 dirt dusts go around this buck. And I am just like, this is not happening. And I look at Colin, I'm like, shoot again. But like, really make sure, are you aiming? And like, we're starting to have this bickering now.
He's got it off his hip, just
Oh,
standing
yeah.
free arm, just, yeah.
And he's like, I have no more bullets. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, look, they're not in my scabbard, because he had the whole leather scabbard of bullets
It
on
was
his
more than
stock.
5, dude.
It might have been more than 5. I was giving you a
You were
break.
being nice. No. I was side loading.
Yeah.
We were heaving rounds over there.
He had dropped.
He's
most
trying to
of
make
them
you
too on
sound
the run.
good for the podcast. It was just,
It's true. He was being nice.
That was nice.
There
It was a
at
lot.
least 7 to 9 bullets that went out of that gun.
what?
Yeah.
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 And,
it was
uh,
totally fine.
Basically, you emptied that gun. We had no more bullets, and that deer stood there, looked at us, gave us the middle finger, and walked off.
What?
And just walked off. Didn't even run. Like, I think there was something wrong with it, but it was like, okay, whatever. And I just look at Colin, and I was thinking, bet you wish you had that scope, huh?
Yep.
That I should have brought, but it's sitting in the truck right now. And I think we ended up, because we had Cody and Keaton with us that day too.
We did.
We ended up shooting a little basket buck that day for another guy that was with us, his first deer, and we all kind of packed it out, hit the truck. I think we spent one more day up there trying, right?
Well, we didn't have the 270 at all.
Oh, I thought it was in the truck.
No, because we went and wandered around again with the 30-30, and then the rule was 90 yards or closer.
That's serious. Yeah.
It was like, it's got to be 90 or better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, because we did see some.
We did. We
but,
got after it a little bit.
We didn't get to 90 yards, and we held that 90-yard rule.
Yeah.
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 But,
So obviously that trip, that was back like they had that 2-week period for that deer season and
Yeah.
stuff. So it was like, okay, this first week is a bust, man. We're going home empty-handed, but like, you know, hey, that's hunting. He knows the kind of like
Yeah.
realm of hunting, but just like really diving in, like this is what you're getting into. This is it. And
Yeah.
we get back home and this dude was a whipped puppy. Like
Oh,
he
for
did
sure.
not. He was embarrassed. He was like, dude, I should have killed that deer. Now it's haunting him. And I'm
Yep.
still haunted to this day
Yep.
by a number of animals. But that's
Always.
his first experience.
Yes.
Now he's like, I don't know what to do. We're not going. I can't do this. And I'm pretty sure I called you. I said, I have the 270. We're getting in the truck and we're going for the last bit of the season.
You said you have either a couple days to continue to regret that, or you have 365 days to regret it.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it next year one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. But so go back up.
It's a bar.
It's a bar. right?
Right there.
Yeah, we go back up that next weekend or whatever it was, and it was just you and I. We had the 270 with a scope on it because I told him no. Like, you had your chance.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do it my way.
Right.
I'm taking control of the situation here. And we get up there, same situation. We're up there before the sun gets up, and there's nothing. Like, we don't see deer moving. And I'm panicking as the guy trying to,
Yeah.
you know, almost not
For sure.
guide him, but like show him the ropes.
Oh, there's
right?
a lot of pressure when you're trying to get somebody hooked like that first time, and you're like, success matters.
Yes.
Those first couple times out, even like you said, if it's a little basket buck, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything,
Yes.
any legal buck.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get this guy the same bug that I've got. Like, I need someone addicted to this as I am.
Yep.
Because I need my battle buddies, my little partner to come with me. Like, someone who's
yeah.
going to do the stupid stuff with me. Because at that
Yep.
point, it was just me.
Yep.
And we're sitting there on this little knoll, looking around, kind of like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, we're going to have to wait until dark at least to really give this chance the rest of the chance, like the evening or whatever.
Yep.
And there comes the little basket buck. The little
most
3
beautiful
2 by
3,
2 by 3, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we had the perfect, where we were sitting, we couldn't have seen this buck from anywhere else. Like,
Yeah.
he just walks out in this little grove. And I'm like, Colin, we just got to get to that next knoll. It's a 150-yard shot. I know you can shoot far, but we're just not taking chances on this one. We're taking all of the other like stuff out of the equation, and we're gonna make sure that we can get this done. And get over there. And Colin's just, oh my gosh! Like I'm watching this certified Army Ranger guy start to break down. I'm like, yes, this is. I've got him hooked now.
Yeah,
He's in. And yeah, you ended up dumping that dude like first shot, and God, that was the coolest experience. Like that, reliving every time you like walk up to your first animal. Like we've all been there and stuff, and like getting to watch him do that, that was super cool. And from that point on, I think I got you hooked.
I was done after that for sure. For sure. And yeah, it changed. That changed the trajectory of a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
a lot of things. But I've gone back. I've got that photo, and I keep that photo in like my little favorites on the phone. Oh yeah. But that was. You've got the whole video.
I probably
you've got the whole video somewhere. Probably. But I've got that photo, that little screen grab. Yeah. Of you and I there, and it was like, all right.
It was back before like all in and all that. I was like, hey, we got to prop the phone, take a video, and then I'll snap the photo out of the video here.
Yep.
All that.
It did though. It changed everything for sure.
Yeah.
It gave me so much more to like shoot for on the outside of things, and like build a focal point and a framework around in my transition from the military to being out.
Yeah, and like even plus that, like I obviously didn't know what you were going to go through, but I've always heard that transition from military regimented doing something to now like you've got to figure what's your next move. And I didn't care. Like obviously I want success always for all my brothers and stuff, but like I don't care what this guy does professionally, but I know that this right here is going to be the grab for him that's going to help him push him personally, give him an addiction to something that's like good for you and get after it and challenge yourself every year.
How do you explain that to people? Because I think that us that hunt get it. It's really clear.
Yes.
But I don't think, it's funny. My wife and I are watching that TV show Madison. Have you guys watched that at all? It's a Yellowstone, the Taylor Sheridan guy. It's from that whole family of shows, the Yellowstone shows and all that stuff. And whatever. If you haven't listened to it, too bad. I'm giving some of it away.
Great job.
You know, and it's a little bit. It's not normal Taylor Sheridan stuff. It's sort of like Taylor Sheridan meets like a Hallmark movie or something like that. But one of the premises, like the whole premise of the show is her husband dies. He's on a fly fishing trip. Plane crashes first episode, and she goes to the cabin. She's never been to the cabin. She's never been out fishing with them. They're from New York. So the whole family comes out, and she's reading through his journal, and she's like, I'm learning why he loved this so much. And my wife it's been funny because we're watching it. She feels the same way. She's like, I guess I've never really asked you, like, what are you out there for? Right. And what's that experience like? So there's a lot to this question, but how do you explain it to people where a guy comes out of the Army and you go, this will fix you, not fix you, but like, trust me on this one. This is where all of that energy will land.
This will help you in the long run.
It'll help you. Like and how do you explain that? Because I think people that don't do it, they don't know. And our listeners are all outdoors people, so they get this, but like it's really hard to put it into words.
Yeah. I work with a lot of dudes that don't hunt, and they kind of like that idea of hunting and doing that stuff, but they don't get it. And they're like, well, if I don't kill something, it's not that, it wasn't a good trip, or people are going to be like, why didn't you get anything? And it's a hard thing to phrase and show in words because you have to be there to experience it. But like I tell myself every time you're sitting on a hill and watch the sun come up, it's like, how many people have seen this view? Not very many. Now, how many people have experienced this? Not very many. How many people wake up and challenge themselves? Like have something that pushes them further and further and further to be the best version of themselves. Like, yeah, I may get my ass kicked a few hunts and
you
walk
will
away.
Certainly will.
You know firsthand for a solo trip. But like when you finally get over that hump, like that's the kind of stuff that hunting brings for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all want a bag of buck or a bull.
Sure.
Have that success, but there's so many other things part of hunting that
it takes you out of autopilot, right? Like I can 100%. Hunt from 4 years ago, sitting behind a boulder. I had 2 bulls and a bunch of cows. Wind's perfect, and I can still to this day remember what it felt like crawling through the sagebrush.
Yeah.
And I don't actually know what I ate for lunch yesterday, right?
Right.
But like I can still remember every little set the bow down, scooch, the whole playbook.
Yep.
Right. And that's it for me is like it takes you out of that like autopilot, the brain stops recording because it's the same memory over and over again with most of life.
Mm-hmm.
But that is just such a different, plug in.
Yeah.
But it's hard to put it into words for people why it means so much.
Yeah.
It was very real. That's
Yeah.
what like got me. Like it was really, really, like really real.
It is raw
Yeah.
emotions at its finest form.
100%. And like the community side of it, like I don't know, there's like different layers to it that all build into the same thing. But like the things I look back on that and think about that grabbed me and pulled me into this process, because I'd been exposed to hunting earlier. It just was different.
You were the first one to kill a deer out of any of us.
Yeah, but it was just different.
Wasn't the same.
It was not the same.
Mm-mm.
And it was a totally different experience. It was a totally different chapter in my life. It gave us an anchor spot in our relationship. That wasn't filtered through everything else.
Yeah.
Like it was like, no.
It is
like
you and me.
You and I
against
have
the
like
world.
fucking gone. We almost killed each other on a deer hunt a couple years after that, Yeah. And like but it's unfiltered and it's raw every time. And it's that you can't find that anywhere else. Like anytime you do something in, I don't know, like if you and I work together,
Yeah.
it'd be filtered through the business. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's nothing out there except for like accountability of the situation, yourself, and there's no guardrails, there's no rules.
There's no rules, there's no guardrails, and there's no parents. Here we go.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's kind of like built, I don't know, it's built a lot for a sense of self. And it's not the kill.
No.
It's not. I mean, shit. I brought it up last time too, because they are some of my favorite memories. Like last year, dude, we had one day with all of us on the side of that mountain making up the weirdest stories about that guy trespassing through that property. And I've never cried hard. I never cried that hard.
Yeah.
Like, how long, dude?
I don't know.
I can't retell that. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's what
But
it
you're
is.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have your group
Yeah.
of people and you're in there and it like, again, no rules, no nothing, nobody telling you what to do, no guardrails.
And you're unplugged from technology, so you don't have, I think your brain finally goes like, let's make jokes, let's tell stupid ass stories. And
Yes.
and they never translate to this, especially the microphones. You could try, okay, you have to set the scene and it just doesn't ever come out. You know what I mean? The same. And that's the best part. And it's everything, right? Food tastes better. It's like everything you eat, you're just like, this might be the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had. And then you have it at home. No, that's exactly true.
Mountain water.
Yes.
Or the cold beer afterwards when you get back to the drink. It does make it taste better.
Yes.
Yes. Everything's very, I don't know. It's not filtered.
Yeah, it's
Right.
hard to replicate that with any other sort of like adventure. As I'm sitting here thinking, because I was thinking like, as a firefighter, you're talking about people you work with that don't hunt, and generally like those are all guys, gals, high performers, hard people generally, right? And it's like, so my question was going to be like, well, what do you see them finding that in? But then as we're talking, like maybe that solitude and like everything is dependent on you and the people with you in like the backcountry. Right, like if you're tree stand hunting, you're going there, sitting day, going home. But I guess it's like when you're camping, it's like, what did you have on your back?
Yeah.
You're not in an event where someone's making sure no one's getting lost or like, there's no
That's
rules,
what
no
makes it so
parents.
hard.
There's nothing, dude.
Yeah.
It's just kind of your actions.
And
It
I
makes
do,
it so hard to quantify.
I
Yeah.
do think the people that you bring into the backcountry with you is paramount, right? Like
It's
I think we've all had those hunting
critical,
partners
dude.
that you were trying to draw them in
Yeah.
and get them hook, line, and sinker on this thing, and they don't get it. They
It
still
doesn't
don't get
land
it.
for them. Yeah.
No, and it starts with that planning process. You can tell they're just going and they want to take a picture with a big animal,
Yeah.
and then you have to build their pack list, pack the stuff that they didn't bring, and do all that. And then it's just like this trip's now a chore. I'm babysitting someone.
Yep.
But then when you find those people that they truly get it, it's from the willingness to grind and challenge ourselves. Hey, we got a bull bugling down in this nasty drainage, but we all look at each other and don't have to say anything and know we're going.
Yep.
Like it's
No
okay.
food.
Like,
Half a cup of water.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do it.
Yep.
Versus someone who's like, I don't want to go there, or I don't want to do this.
Yeah. They'd be done.
Because that changes your whole experience.
They'd be
too.
done.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and nobody wants to.
No.
Like me and Tyrel, that hunt when we were in Utah. Like we're still on the rim of this thing. It's literally called Hellhole on the map, and you're going. I hope we don't hear anything down in here. You know what I mean? It's like boom, 3 bulls. You're like, well, I guess we're going, you know.
There's no choice.
And that's just that moment is the best part of it right there.
Yeah.
You go, okay,
Yeah.
let's go. And I think it's that deciding like this is going to suck, probably going to fail, and we're going to go anyway.
But we got the right people to do it.
Yeah, for
You know?
sure.
And again, it's that I don't have to look at Colin and be like, what do you think? What are we doing? It's an action. We all step.
Yeah.
We all take a step and start walking
Yep.
that
And you go,
direction.
cool, pack on my back. I'm off.
Yeah.
Let's
Which
go.
direction's the wind?
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Check
sure.
the wind and all right, we're moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Colin, that was you know, we haven't got to you yet, but like that story's fresh out of the Army, but give us your quick background. I know people that have listened have heard you before, but
Did the military run for a few years, and then I mean, it's already been said, but that's what I mean. I was an infantry guy and got into the sniper platoon, ran and did that. Great, awesome, learned a lot.
wasted
Cool
it.
experiences.
Wasted it all on
Wasted it all on
30.
30.
Oh no, the government paid a bunch of money for you to be a sniper and you just threw it out the window. Had to do it on my dime.
I did. Thanks for the gas.
Yeah.
But no, and then I mean that's kind of the transition though, was getting back home and then finding something bigger than work.
Yeah.
Because I did make. You'd answer this better than I could, but I did always try not to make the military my personality, but I think it inevitably became mine because I got so ingrained in it so young.
What else did you have?
I didn't have anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you started out when you were like 17.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty hard. Those are all your formative years, right? 17 to 27, give or take, you know?
All I knew.
Right.
And so it definitely was like an intimidating thing to get out. And I kind of was half getting out. Because at that time I was still in the National Guard. And that's what got me the spot to go be on the counter drug task force. And I was still kind of like, all right, well, I can kind of like still build my life around this.
Yeah.
And then my exposure to that changed my career trajectories. It changed how I'm going to look at pursuing, any of my business objectives in life, because this right here was more important than any of it.
Right.
I mean, I was able to, I'd normally come home for like 4 or 5 days.
Maybe.
And then I'd leave again. I was like, hey, check in. Cool. We go to the bar. All right. Neat. Moving on.
Yep.
Right.
I was in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. That was it. But it gave me an opportunity to like spend time with my brothers.
Yeah.
And they had changed a lot. I had changed a lot. And we got to actually kind of like, oh, like you're not 12 anymore.
Right.
15.
Were you the oldest?
There is no pecking order here.
Yeah. Yeah. You probably come home and he's looking you in the eye all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, legitimately, because like I left, and it's something that like when you leave like that, like people are where you left them in your mind.
Yep.
You know? And so when you come back and it's like, no, like, dude, that's a grown man.
There's another man facing me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here talking to the little brother.
Yep.
Like, no, like that is my brother. He's not
Yeah.
little brother.
Well, the
What's
fact
your-
I was
brother,
telling you
that's
what
it.
to do,
What's your
I was
guys'
like, oh,
order?
wow.
Where are you guys at? Because I mean, the 4 oldest brothers.
Yeah, old man.
Old man. Then Colton, my twin, he's a minute older than me. He'll tell you.
He's a minute.
And then
He
it's
won
me,
that
and
one.
then Cody he's a year behind me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm 31. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
And then Sid's senior in high school, and B's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
So,
Yeah.
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 It's
Yeah.
quite a spread, but
Did you guys ever fight as the 4 brothers?
He's the only one who's ever punched me in the face out of the brothers for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. There were some choice words, and I had some friends over, and I wanted to be.
You wanted to prove yourself, step
I wanted
up
to
a
prove
little
myself.
bit.
I thought I was ready to step up in front of them, and I was not. No, I said some things, called him some things, and he gave me the warning of, "Hey man,
He's like,
say that one more time, and I'm punching you in the face." And I did it. I called his. I thought I was calling his bluff, and he popped me good.
He wasn't
And that was
bluffing.
the only time I think anybody's ever punched anybody in the face out of the brothers. But
Yeah.
Everything else was bodies or choking.
Isn't that interesting? It's interesting like that. Like Tyrel and I, because Tyrel's 12 years younger than me, so he was just a little, was just our little brother, and we put him in plenty of really bad situations, but
Yeah, I didn't fight you guys at all.
he never had to fight us. You know what I mean? So it was like us, and really, it was just me and Adam because we're 18 months apart, and lots of fighting, but really,
Stories are crazy. I was too young to see them.
yeah. But rarely did we ever punch each other in the face. Only once did we have like he grabbed a pair of scissors and tried to stab me.
yeah,
And I headbutted him and knocked him out. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, this is over.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens. Like, I don't know, but like getting to grow past all that too. Like the woods also, I'm sure like in some, you and Adam probably have some level of like growth period in there that the woods brought you guys together.
Oh,
too,
for sure.
Because it changed things for us for sure. I mean, you threw a hatchet at me when we were in elementary school. Yeah.
And like hit me in the head with a spade shovel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you just have those experiences with your brothers. And like, if you haven't gone through those, there's some, I don't know. But for us, that was a thing. Nothing crazy. There was one face punch. I earned it.
Other than
I totally deserved it.
Other than that, it's like kind of a really rough wrestling, punch each other in the body.
We'd always wrestle. We'd always like, oh, let's do this. We're boys. Like, let's have wrestling matches. All that kind of stuff. But then like
wrestling mats in the storage room for that.
In Cody and Colton's bedroom, their carpet was a wrestling match.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or a mat. Yeah.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah.
Should be. Yeah.
Yep.
So we just go in there, mess around, like perfect circle right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Like, let's do this. But then, when you got out, it was because even Cody and I, before you came home, we were like, I wonder, is there a pecking order? Is this like
interesting?
It's interesting even from the outside. Like, older brothers coming home, like, where do we all fall in line again? And it's that realization of we're all our own men.
Yep.
We're all together. We have a very tight, close relationship. But then you bring in this hunting factor and we're all starting, like, everyone gets hooked in it. And it's just brought us even closer. I think about people that have brothers and they don't talk to them or they barely spend time together. And it blows my mind. And I feel very fortunate to have our brothers and like what relationship we have. And I think hunting really has, we would have been close, I think, before that, just the way we've been raised. But that has brought it even tighter, closer together tenfold.
Well, and I think guys that don't, like my friends that don't have a brother, like I really notice them really getting hooked on that hunting community as well. Because I think for them, they're like, this is the closest thing I've had to a brother, you know, where you go, you suffer together, you know, you get to go collect meat together or whatever it is.
That primal instinct.
And you really see those men really drawn to it. The ones that do get hooked, they, you know, it's where they find that brotherhood they never had, you know, as a young man.
Absolutely. I mean, that's our cousin. He's an only child, but he's been brought into the little ring here.
Yep.
Show him the ropes and stuff like that.
He's going to get it figured out.
Yeah, he'll get it figured out.
And it's hard because you have to teach him. I was part of him getting to learn a lesson with Colin, and it's hard because you have to give him some sort of kind of tough love a little bit too, and go, hey man, you fucked up a little bit here. You know what I mean? And let's talk about what this means front to back. You know, these guys carried a bull out for you, and
and
you ought to carry their bull out when it comes, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, lots of grace there.
It is.
You'll learn. You know?
And, you know, on that topic, like we're kind of dealing with it. I've been going back and forth and I've been the one, so I'll own it. You know, like trying to figure out my own ego around some of that and some.
You don't have an ego,
points.
Colin. Come on, dude.
I got bullshit. Dude.
All of us do, man.
It's, you know, with like, you know, we were kicking around this idea and I was thinking about it a lot this morning. I had some time before class and I don't know, I just kept thinking about Evan and I was like, dude, like he's got to come with us. Like he's got to come. I know we were kind of like, hey, let's do the brother piece and let's do this, but he's got to come.
How do you learn?
I know.
And when you think of, well, no. Like, I mean, how do you learn like those unwritten rules, right? Like, hey, they packed your bull out. You go help them. Or, hey, they were here first. Like, we're going to go a different direction. Like those little rules in the woods that are there.
Yes.
Like, how do you learn that on your own? You can. There's absolutely resources out there and just kind of the common courtesy thing. But there's something within the dudes that truly get it in hunting. Like, you repay it. We were talking about this the other day. Like, trying to tell my wife, right? Like, hey, these guys helped me on a hunt. I have to go. Like, it's not. Be there. Right. Not this binding contract that you saw on paper we signed or something like that, but it is every bit a part of like who you are as a man in this realm of the world. You absolutely are.
Yes, it is an absolute, right? Like, if somebody's ever helped you like carry an animal out, like they text you and you're like, I got to be there. I mean, that happened on our hunt with Tyrel where, you know, Joel texted us and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You shot a cow 9 miles back. Like,
we had
shoot cows close to the road.
Back. Yep. Say when though.
And
we
that
all
was
get
it.
that.
Because if I texted that kid anywhere in the world, he'd be there.
Yep.
There's no place he wouldn't go.
Yep.
You know, and so you have to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
What? Go.
You do. It was like you and I took one look at each other. We had Evan's bull on our back.
Yep.
And Joel had texted us like, "Hey, I need help.
Yep.
Like I'm in here. And
I'm deep.
Like, You and I didn't say anything.
It's an opportunity
until we
to
got
grow.
both caught up to each other.
It's a growth
It was like,
opportunity.
200 yards of walking in silence, and we're like, all right, so if we leave it this time,
If we get up
probably
before the
there, and then
sunrise,
we might be able to squeeze
we can get an evening hunt in. Yep.
It was like,
Yep.
all right, you know,
Yep.
you know you're going to do it before you get committed to doing it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, you never know. You almost shot a bull on that trip on the way back down. We had
yeah.
4 spikes. Like there's bulls feeding out of these trees.
Yep.
And I'm like waiting for sniper. I'm like, I ain't taking that freaking shot. But Colin set up. I'm like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And they're feeding out. And it's just spike.
there was
Freaking
one
spike.
cow in there, it would have been
Cow. And there wasn't even a cow. It's just 4 freaking spikes. And it's like, what's the chances?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give me anything. I want to see this happen. But that's an interesting, okay, so question then, and it'll put you on the spot, but it'll be fun to work through. What are the rules? New guy comes out. He's never been hunting before.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You go, there's some rules.
Yeah. First things
none
first.
of us.
I take you to a spot. You don't take people there,
Yep.
or
Yes.
unless you have permission. Like, ask.
You got to call and go, hey,
Yeah. Hey
we've
man.
had this conversation. Well, I don't know. Was it you or somebody else I was talking to and like, I've got a good spot, but it's not my spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do that a lot.
Colin said that. He goes, I got a great spot, but it's not mine.
Yep.
Which means I'm not even going to, no more questions
follow-ups.
asked. I'm not going to ask any more questions.
You don't ask. Yeah.
Understood. That's not your spot, which means it's definitely not my spot.
Unless that guy is like, dude, go in there, go after it, right?
Yep.
Like if for
Yep.
some reason he does ask or whatever, and they have that relationship, absolutely. Like if that guy gives you permission, and we all understand it's public lands and we don't own it, but that is again one of those first unwritten rules, man. Like someone did their work, they put in time, and they put in a lot of effort to figure this out. And if you go in there, a year after or whatever it is, or you just hear about it because it came up in conversation, and you go in there and you kill an animal, like you should feel pretty bad. Like you didn't do the work.
No.
And like,
And there's days like I've got certain rocks I've set on probably 50 or 60 days. You know what I mean? And I know because I'll see elk there every time, you know, and it's like, that is gold to me, right? I'm not going to just share that with anybody. Like go, and you don't want to share it with, especially a young man. You go, you need to go figure out your spot. That way it's your spot, right?
yeah, go through those trials and tribulations that took you how many of your years to find
10
figure
years
out, right?
Yeah. It took me 10 years to shoot my first bull.
Go find your spot.
Yeah.
Like if I invite you to come with me into my spot that took me time to figure out, absolutely, let's have some fun. I'm going to teach you ropes. I'm going to teach you like how I'm finding these animals, what it took me to find these animals, their behaviors, like the stuff that I've learned from them here.
Right.
But take that and go apply it to your own place.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
And I feel like that's like kind of that first rule.
So first rule.
I think kind of coming up on it too is like if you're invited on a hunt and you've never been before, like ask the questions.
Yeah.
How can you come prepared? Because there's nothing worse than having your new hunting buddy come up and he doesn't have anything. He wasn't physically or mentally prepared for this.
Yes.
He's complaining or detached, right? Like, oh, filled my tag, I'm out. Like a buddy does that to me once and I had it happen to me.
Yeah.
I have not talked to that person since.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I want to add on to the other piece though with the asking about a spot, because then there's the you've got a spot too, but that like I don't know somebody else. You're like so you have a spot, okay, in a unit in this state that was it's a really cool spot. It's an amazing spot, and that spot because it was somebody else who opened the door for you into that spot. Even though I've been to that spot to help you, I will never, ever in my fucking life set foot in that spot because that spot was given to you by somebody that trusted you.
Yeah.
And I was there to help, but I am not there to touch it. Like, and I know that there's probably some pieces to that, but you know what? Your buddy gave that to you. And there's no way, you couldn't pay me to go into that spot. It's not mine. I may know where it's at. I know exactly where it's at.
Oh, I know you do.
It's a beautiful fucking spot.
Yeah.
Well, there's some spots that are safe because, like, where we helped pack that bull out 2 years ago, I'll fucking never go in there and shoot a bull.
You can have it.
I'm like, that is y'all's spot, and you can keep that spot. I ain't going back.
Yeah, we were misled.
It's not too bad. Oh my god, yeah. And so, like, I mean, it'd have to be an absolute
Very dark when we got out of there.
monster of a bull. But so that that's part of it too. Is like.
I guess it is like kind of that gray area too. Like these are rules, right? And we're talking about them, and there's always gray area to all of it, right? Like if you do have a buddy, he already knows the spot. Like, cool. You didn't learn You didn't go in there because I said don't, or you took him there, right? But this guy already knew the general area. He had his, like, I don't own the spot. It's public land, right? He did the work, same amount of work that I had to do or my buddy had to do to find that. Like, each their own at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there is that fine line, but it's very, if he showed me this spot, I'm not taking people in there unless he gives me permission. But if somebody else figures out that spot, I can't sit here and be mad at you for going in there and hunting, because
No, that's different.
and you would have to use the knowledge that you have of that area. That would be dumb to go on a hunt and be like, oh, we shouldn't go over there, even though you know there's bulls in there.
Well, I purposely burned points in a different unit to avoid that mental conundrum.
Yeah.
You just don't even go there. You'd
don't
be
even
tempted.
want to deal with whatever anxiety this is going to cause me.
Yeah.
I will go find them.
Especially day 4 and you haven't seen anything. You're like, oh God, I know that.
this spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's rule number 2? T, you got anything?
Ooh. I don't know. I'm not the one for this. Dude, I don't know. You gotta, if for me, it's all about going with people, right? Or I haven't been experienced taking anybody or living that realm. So, yeah, to just be a good first bitch or, first mate, right? And
Yeah.
It's like, can you get firewood and can you make sure there's water and
Thank you.
can you learn to keep quiet?
Yeah.
I used to stomp my
That's
feet
just,
a
I
lot,
think that's
and a
really
few
great.
times,
Like the whole chop wood and carry water thing that people say, like that is the most true in hunting camp. Like if you're like out collecting wood and then the new guy's sitting there by the fire still, like you're just looking at him like, you know what I mean? Breaking branches. Like you gonna get up? You better fucking get up and start, you know what I mean? Or just enjoy the heat, I guess, for your last time with me. Right. But yeah, that chop wood. And if there's water to be made, make water. Right?
Yeah. Be an asset, not a liability.
100%.
Like when I've been solo, I just try to avoid all people.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to find myself in a situation. So, not talking to anyone on the trail. I hope I see you before I'm dipping off. I'm going to go
I do see you,
200
it's
yards
this.
this way.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and I don't know. So there is anxiety to fucking up the unwritten rule somewhere,
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have a weight on me that keeps me, but it's
Right.
I'm just not. I don't need to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't even know I'm around.
Right. Yeah. But if you're hunting with guys and they say we're getting up at 5, like
You're up at 4:30.
thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Like you get your ass up before
And
then.
I'm psycho. Like these guys have hunted with me. Like you might be like, oh, 5:30, we can get in there. Like I'll get up earlier than that because I tried to leave all of my controllables that I can control within my realm.
Yep.
And if I can get up early to be where I need to be, cool. I can't plan that there's something wrong with the trail or that we run into a herd in the dark or something like that. So I'm getting up early to take my time. Right?
Yeah,
And if I'm doing that and you're with me, you're either doing it or I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
Like that's just part of it. Like
And that goes for all things. Like we were at fish camp a couple weeks ago and like the new guy, he earned it. I was like, I woke up and he was already up and he was getting eggs out and bacon out. And I was like, okay, you get to come back. You get to we'll bring you again because it doesn't matter what camp it is, right? Like I've had that when I'm the new guy. I got taken on a depredation hunt like in July, to get rid of some bulls. And dude, guaranteed, like I was up, bacon was already cooked when those guys got out of bed. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm the bitch on the, doesn't matter who's got more experience. It doesn't, you know what I mean? No. I might be the most senior hunter, which I'm never, but if that were the case, I would still be the first guy up if I'm a new guy in camp.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Give me another one, Colin. I mean,
Honestly, if somebody did those two things though, didn't talk about where we were going, didn't cross somebody else's fucking spot or cheapskate anybody, and then showed up with an intention to hey, I'm gonna actually contribute. Yeah. Then they would be invited back to pretty much any of my hunts. And one of those two things has gone wrong. Anytime that I've had to have that moral dilemma, it's been one of those two things that has gone wrong.
Yes.
Because I can handle when a new guy shows up and without maybe this piece or that piece of gear.
Oh yeah, that's
easy.
easy.
My truck is I've always got redundancies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always got enough, especially if I've got somebody who hasn't been. I've got enough. Yeah. I've got more than enough. So that's not that big of a deal to me. And safety wise, you just cut the hunt a little bit short, but he got a good experience.
Yeah.
Something goes really bad. So none of those things bother me as much. Honestly, if somebody had those two things, they brought those two things to the table. Hey, I'm going to shut up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to execute.
Right. Right.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, those two things would apply for most things. I was thinking just like, okay, the whole not selling spots out and stuff. It's just like, what if people just didn't gossip in life? Like the big deal we make of like telling your fishing spot and your hunting spot, but
what
it's
if
like
high school ended?
you know, people find themselves in so many pickles, you know, mostly in personal relationship and like, you know, in profession stuff. It's because they just said the wrong thing to Jimmy, you know, thinking Jimmy wasn't going to say anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it all gets around. And it's like
absolutely.
hunting spots. How they learned to lock it down a long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't gossip.
We don't talk. I think that was the other one. It's like keep your mouth shut, whether it's on the hunt itself or post hunt. Like just shut the hell up.
Like
No
live,
talking.
Live with that with yourself and
Because
enjoy it yourself. But we, you know, people, we don't like that. We got to share it. We got to shout shit from the rooftops.
it gets tough too. Like when you hunt with like a bigger group of people, because like you have to like watch that line too. And like this is some things that we've dealt with too, as our networks have grown, especially as I've started to like not solo hunt as much. Is like watching some of the lines, you know, because you've got spots that you keep between you and your friends that stay with you. I've got spots that I keep, you know, and lesser, but I do have spots that I keep that I don't share.
Yeah.
Like, and there's spots that I don't ask. Like, I know that you guys go a specific direction to your guys' camp.
Yep.
There's a reason why I do not ask you where.
Yeah.
I don't want to know, and I don't want to hold that secret. And so I don't actually know where you guys go hunt.
Right.
Because I don't want any part of it.
You know the unit, but
I do, but I don't know where.
Right.
And I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And like those kind of things, like you start to kind of, because you have to like walk on water, and sometimes things do slip. And that's where some of the grace comes in. Because that's, you know, to cycle back, that was part of the piece, and part of the pieces that created some like friction was a spot that slipped that wasn't exactly, you know, mine to share. And then it kind of slipped out by way of, you know, that hunt with Evan. And I didn't know how to guide that line either. And I also overreacted and handled it inappropriately too.
Yeah, we all did.
And so like we all kind of, I know like there's some lessons inside of that too. And like you've got to also, like when you're in the network, it's safe. But you got to be really careful about who you put in that network in the first place too.
But dude, guys that are really good, they don't care. Like I got so like I'll find them. You
It's
know
a
what
big
I mean?
unit.
It's a big unit. There's a lot of
like,
elk. There's a lot of deer. Like I'll go find my own. It's fine. It's just what you're talking about. It's just a ridge. You know what I mean? There's another ridge.
There's
you know,
another one.
another mile over there.
Yeah.
There's another one. Same.
Oh, that's
Same
what I was
quality
gonna
animals.
say. Like I know we're sitting here listing rules, and we're all freaking. I will beat you if you break this rule.
Yeah.
But like I genuinely think we're all also, at least from my understanding of a lot of people or like-minded people like me in the outdoor stuff, like we're very forgiving. And like we can have the adult conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like what we did. We're super fortunate. Like we have that relationship, all of us, and we can sit down, squash what it was, truly get to the underlying root of what it was or something like that, and be like, you know what? Okay, cool. Like respect.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna figure this out. Stuff happens. You know, sometimes stuff slips up. Sometimes a rumor or an assumption becomes what you think is truth, and then you have that conversation and like figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And again, it's a big unit, man. You can find animals where you're going to find animals. They're not always going to be where you think you have your spot, right?
Yep.
So
Timing when you're there.
there's so many other factors.
You drive away from them in your backyard. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, it's hard because they're just everywhere. They're everywhere. And where you're at, you got to cross paths with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you got to take that positive mindset too, going into a lot of this stuff of like, you are going to run into other people here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just consider yourself lucky to go have another opportunity to find animals elsewhere.
Yep.
I got to push a little harder. Cool. I'm going to find a new boundary I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
Right.
sure.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
Yep.
I know.
And that
You
might
gotta
just
take
be the
that.
ticket, right? That might be the thing you needed to kick you over the next
Well,
ridge.
it could be just that piece to like the little investigative piece that you couldn't see. Like, oh, there's people here.
Oh, I
You know what
walked
that
100
means.
yards over here.
Wherever they can, you know, there's probably not okay. So it is a, you know,
It can open new doors.
yeah.
A problem can always open up a new door.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And I think about this last season. This was my first solo hunt.
proud of you.
I was, you know, like everybody was booked up. Everyone had kids. My hunting, my people that I go hunting with, it's a pretty small group, right? And like they were all busy, so I had no choice because I'm refuse to miss a hunting season unless I absolutely have to. And I decided I'm going to go deer hunting on my own, do a whole solo thing and push myself. And I've been to this area a lot. I know this area. I know where the animals are. I know where people are going to be and where people might not be. But dude, that was first, the most frustrating thing of that hunt is I had cell service anywhere I went. And I was back there. I was back there by myself going, what am I doing? I have full phone service.
Yeah.
So who do I call? I call Colin or my other brother, Cody.
Yeah.
Guys, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, thank God I have this support system because there's a few times I just looked at that cliff, thought I could just jump. I could do this.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, it was, you just push yourself and find those new boundaries. There was like full transparency. Like, I broke down one of those days, like tears and all. Like, what am I doing? I'm doing all these things I've done before. I've pushed myself past boundaries I didn't know I had or could get past.
Yes.
And then it was that simple voice of like, hey, man, you're not going back to camp to cut wood. You're going to go find a spot to go walk in there. That's not too far. You're going to sit down and just see if something happens. And what happens? I make my furthest shot on a deer. I get a buck that I'm happy with after 6 years of not killing something killing a mule deer.
Yeah.
And I reach an all new high. That I didn't like. I still get so excited about all the stuff in hunting realms, but that was like a up and over new experience for me.
Well, like our buddy Jay always says that, right? The highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And hunting will do it to you.
But soloing does it to you in a totally different.
Yeah. What was the low points? What was different than the past?
The biggest low point for me is not having people with me. Like I've done some solo stuff on my own, some easy antelope stuff or whatever, and you can do it. Yep. But I truly enjoy the biggest part of hunting is that camaraderie.
Me too.
That sharing those moments. And like, even when it is really crappy and you are in a nasty hellhole, but you've got your guys with you, you're like, this is
You can
awesome.
laugh it off.
You can laugh it off. You can be like, this is going to suck, but we're going to do this together.
Well,
it's
and there's
great.
times when you're just beat and you have a buddy with you.
And he picks you up.
And he picks you up and he goes, we're going to go this way. You go, good. Because I feel like I've made the last wrong 8 decisions, and I need you to take the lead. And you don't even have to say it, but he goes, let's go up here. Like, thank God he said something, because when you're solo, like, I've done that, and you mess up on an animal and mess up on another animal, and then it's dark and you're walking out and you just, you just hate yourself. And
you do.
And I've done that. I did that in Montana a couple years ago. I was alone, and I'm in this drainage where Heath was like, hey, just watch it, because there's like kind of a lot of grizzly bears. He always does that to us. And dude, I go down to the bottom of this drainage and I'm trying to come out the other side, and there's this nice trail, like an old logging trail. But it was really, really steep and it's dark. And I just, in hindsight, I could just walk down further and I'd have found it. And I'm trying to get out and I can't. And I keep slipping on the dirt, and I've got my bow on my back and I'm grabbing this bush and I'm like laying and trying to crawl up and out. And I don't know why I exhausted myself. And I pull this bush out of the ground. I find another one I pull out, and I'm sitting on this logging trail just going, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I broke down. Like, I was like, I don't know. There's something about being alone that just, and it's obvious. And some guys are better at it than others. I mean, I love being with people, and other guys that just pretty much only hunt solo. Yeah. Tyrel, you've done a lot of your hunting solo. Yeah, the solitude's the hardest part.
It is.
And I'm getting better. Like, the first time was just miserable. And then it's gotten simpler, but nighttime is still really hard. Mm-hmm. During the day, I've learned, like, I think just knowing more and, being active and putting yourself in, the days go, but that, like, minutes turn to hours. Like, when you're by yourself, like, even if you make a fire, then you got a fire, and then it's just like, like,
guess I'll
got a fire by myself. It's like you're reading, you're doing things. I don't like it. I really despise the nighttime. So even like if I'm solo, I want to drive to a trailhead and get there at 2:30 and then hike at 3 before going in a night before, you know, and
just to not have that extra night alone and
camping alone. We'll hike all night or something. You know, like,
and it's hard to stick with it. I've cut multiple solo hunts short. Yeah. And I'm like, and I know, I'm like, if I'd have just stayed out there, I'd have probably shot that bull.
Dude, it's that regret. Like, anytime you cut a hunt short, you get home and you're just like, what am I doing home?
Yep.
Okay, cool. It shows me that I probably did need a reset.
Yes. Yeah.
But now that I'm back home, I don't have the opportunity to leave. Yeah. Like, I'm locked down, whether it's work or my wife or family stuff. And it's just like, well, I blew my shot, and now that's going to haunt me until next season.
Yes.
But at least now I know.
Yes.
Right. And I think for that solo thing, the nights weren't that bad. Like, I was fine. I can do that. there's that nice side too. It's like, it's my plan or no plan. Like I am making the shots. Like I'm calling it all. But then there's that, like, you don't have that person to bounce ideas off of. You are in consistent control and having to make those decisions, even when you're starting to get tired. And then when it gets hard, who's there? Thank goodness. I guess I did have cell service to call you guys, but at the same time, I'm complaining that I do have cell service, right? And who knows what would have happened if I wouldn't have called these guys? I probably would have come home and been like, whatever. Yeah. But nope. Now I notched a tag. I found limits that I can go past. Yeah. I could absolutely and would do it again. Yeah. Do I prefer it? No. By no stretch of the imagination do I want to be you guys do your thing this year. I'm going to go on my own. Yeah. But if I have to, right? Like life happens. We all have something come up. Like, okay, I can do it, but I'm not going to absolutely love it as much as this, but I can do it and I'm going to still have fun and be successful in my own ways. Again, it just all tribulates back to the deeper meanings in the hunting stuff. Yeah. It's not just notching those tags. You find out who you are.
Well, and it's mental. I think before you go on a solo, like I think you have to mentally put yourself in that space too of like knowing what you're getting yourself into. Oh yeah. It's like it's the weeks prior to knowing like, a surprise solo hunt would suck, but like at least if you know like, okay, I'm mentally ready for what's going to happen and I've got tools in place to go like, all right, I'm 4 or 5 days is about, for me, my max where I'm like, that's about what I can go out there and be alone. And, not just hate myself, but.
And even like figuring out what you're truly capable of when you're by yourself. Like I found a slammer deer. And I've seen some big ones, but this one was, you could see it through mirage. I watched him for hours. I was like, this is the king of the mountain. Yeah. Holy cow. What can I do to get over there? And I had to be realistic with myself. Like, dude, I'm by myself. Yeah. That is the most dangerous place to get to right now by myself from this location. Okay. I'd have to circle around. Can I physically, mentally, and safely do that?
And you put yourself in stupid situations too. I've done it. You get cliffed out. Like we can do it. We can back our way down this cliff. It's going to be fine. Throw your pack off, and you find yourself halfway down going like, what am I doing? What was I thinking? This is really bad. You know?
But it's also finding that side of like, you can pull the reins on the gun-ho guy. Like And that's speaking of yourself, like as the gun-ho guy. Yep. Like you have to make those almost mature hunting decisions. Yep. Right? Like everyone wants to go after that tank, but it's like, I'm by myself. And I'd love to see that deer up close, but he's just not my deer. He's going to grow next time. Yeah. When I bring my buddies in here, we're going to go after him. We're going to get him. And they're going to hate me for it. But
it's so special to do both though.
Yeah.
I don't encourage maybe going solo like your first run.
No.
Because like the camaraderie is, I think, the most important piece of it. Whether win, lose, or draw. But I do think getting some solo reps under your belt.
Yes, because then you do have to make the decision left or right, up or down. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I forgot about the wind. My buddy was always doing the wind thing or whatever, and so you have to be aware of all the things you've never thought of before, right?
You do, and more importantly, just like you were saying, that gut check yourself.
Oh yeah,
like that attention to yourself.
Yeah.
And finding limits, because you don't have limits when you're with your buddies. You just don't.
No,
you don't.
Yeah, you can keep going. You can go harder. Yeah,
dude. Fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yep.
No water?
Yep. Yep.
No food?
Yeah.
We'll get something.
We'll be fine. Yeah. We'll be fine. Yep. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. If we get that sleep on the ground out here. I mean, I've done that. Like we're like, I guess this is where we're sleeping tonight. We're too far from camp, and you just hunker down. Yeah. Let it be.
Yeah.
And it's weird, but it's like if you got a buddy there too, you're like, well, I guess if we get eaten by something, we'll get eaten together. I don't know why that makes it better.
You do sleep a little bit better.
You do for
much
sure.
Better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was super fortunate to get that time with you, starting out and then doing a little bit of solo and then plugging back into a community.
Right.
Well, the community is where it's at though.
Yeah. And I think that was the thing too, like get you hooked on this thing. Right. And then it's like, how can we plug him in? Like when Cody and I already have this process, it's not that we're trying to exclude you or something like that, but it's just like, right, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Or are you now trying to find your own thing? Because that was an interesting realm, right? Like when you think about it, you started doing some solo stuff and then Cody and I were doing some stuff and it almost felt like there was this divide, right? Like you almost didn't feel like you could jump into there. But then, well, that's the way we were thinking at first.
Oh.
And then it was
Y'all
like,
ever thought that.
dude, right? And then we come and find out, no, Colin's just crazy. He likes to go by himself.
He likes to be alone.
Like, oh, cool. Thank God. Like, I didn't know we were gonna have a family circle. No, like 100%. Like our hunts
to be
have always
alone.
been. Yeah, dude. Right. But it's just always like for brothers, regardless, like even if they were into it or not, like our circle is open.
Yeah.
You want to come, we'll make it happen. We'll
Right.
get you kitted out and everything. But then he came back and he dove in head first to this solo stuff. And I'm sitting there like, you are crazy.
Yep. And you know he's hooked like when you have a buddy that like you introduce and then he shows up like the next month and he's got like head to toe gear, the backpack, the boots, and you're like, oh, I see.
Well, he loaned everything to me on that first trip.
Yep.
And then he was like, hey, I'm thinking about getting some stuff. I was like, how much do you want for all yours?
I was like, dude, I'll just give it to you. I'm not going to sell my stuff to my brother. Like, what do you want? Like, here's what I've found to work and here's what doesn't.
Yeah.
I still have every piece of that gear.
Yeah.
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 I won't let it go. It's still good gear. It works fine.
Yeah.
It's all my backup gear.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
King's camo.
Dude, that
It
stuff's
works.
great.
I love it.
It all
I
works
still
great.
wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Sitka stuff is nice, but like honestly, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Like the King's works just fine.
You really, I mean, you don't need any of it, right? Like we've talked about this
Plaid and
a
jeans,
ton,
whatever.
dude. Absolutely. Right.
Seen it.
It's just like, what you're willing to tolerate out there. I mean, things do make it more comfortable.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, certain gear makes it more comfortable, but ultimately, like, it's just most important that you get out there, right?
Yeah.
And don't have, I mean, yes, jeans are fine, but like, don't wear cotton. That's what I always tell guys.
Yeah.
Like, just don't wear cotton. I don't care what it
Please.
is, color wise. Archery might matter a little more, but for a rifle, it matters not. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly. You're wearing your bright orange vest.
Exactly, dude.
You're
Yeah.
not sneaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a little standout.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I shot my only buck I've ever shot with a bow. I mean, I was just going to go up and just glass the hill that I hunt. I was hunting a lot. I had time before work and it's close to the house here. And I was in my work clothes and I threw my bow in the truck. We'll just see. It was actually rifle season, you know?
Yep.
And I'm leaving the spot and I'm driving down the highway and I see on this property I have access to this freaking buck just walking along the side. And I'm like, all right, I jump out, throw my freaking vest on, and I actually walked right up to him. It was weird. It was a mule deer. But like I'd heard this old guy tell me a story at an archery shop. He's like, you use the lost wallet method. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, you just act like you can't find your wallet and you're looking on the ground like it dropped somewhere.
No mind.
And just don't look at them and just walk in zigzags, random pattern, and you can walk right up to a mule deer. And I'm like, no freaking way. I'm like, this is the perfect chance to try this, you know? So I park outside the highway and I just like jump the barbed wire fence and just,
Lost wallet.
That's
right up
awesome.
to him.
I lost wallet at 55 yards, I think. You know, but I was shaking so bad I couldn't range him. You know what I mean? Like I just, I was just like I couldn't. I was like, 55. I dial.
You
and
go
I
to draw and you're just like,
dude, I was
wow.
shaking, dude. And I was trying not to look at him. I drew like looking away and then kind of like, you know what I mean? Pulled up onto him and shot him. But like, freaking nerve wracking when you're standing broad, just open. He's open, looking like, what's this freaking guy doing out here?
Yeah.
But it works. I mean, it can't work all the time.
Yeah.
But like, it freaking worked.
I think we overthink all the tactic stuff
yeah.
on that topic. Because like there's definitely some like old like wives' tales that work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah?
yeah. Dude. What do you think about a red onesie, dude?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For antelope?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
God,
that was the dumbest thing I've ever tried.
Dude, in a typical like us brothers, he comes out with this idea that he read in a book and like, dude, I'm gonna try this out. And I'm like, dude, no, this is like how we do it. This is worked. What are you doing? And then he puts on this red onesie and a hat, and he goes walking out to this herd of antelope, and they start chasing towards it. I'm like, I just ate my words.
my God.
Holy crap! And we're just sitting there watching this go down. We're like, wow. All right. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Well, we got a picture. There's guys walking in like
Cow suits.
like cow suits, like a pajama thing that's like for kids.
Like a moo cow.
Yeah. And they were just like, we don't know what happened next, but like I sent them a picture of like the 2-person like horse costume where like one person's bent over in the back and the other guy's there. I'm like, this is gonna work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this will work. Let's try it out. But antelope are a whole different game though, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Did you shoot an antelope though? I mean,
No,
They
well,
chased
not
you?
that trip.
Because
So like,
it was the doe that charged you, and the buck
yeah.
just hung up right out there outside of range.
yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. It was my turn to take a stock, And because we all just kind of run the loop on like, hey, your turn, your turn,
Yep.
your turn, your turn. So it's my turn to go run. And so I go out and put on the red onesie, and then I have like a white, like full gardener's hat.
Yeah.
That's all I wore. Walked right at him. Like nothing fancy. Walked right at him. And they all kind of like check out. Buck hangs up, but then this doe charged me, and she charged me up to like 20 yards.
Yeah.
Just ran right at me, blowing at me, and I was like, well, it's
Too bad it's not
you
September.
can't
Yeah.
shoot her. It was still August, so they're not legal till afterwards. Otherwise, like, I mean,
You just shot that doe. Yeah.
I would have been hard to miss.
Yeah. Well,
Close enough.
we've heard stories. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, this was a bow.
Yeah.
No, that was cool though. It was fun.
But it's those like
But we overthink a lot of it too, because I've seen some goofy things work that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
And
We have our buddy Wayne Endicott on Wednesday this week.
fun.
And Wayne has all these hats. Like he has like an antelope hat, a foam thing, and then just a cow elk, which scares me a little bit. I'm like, Wayne, you're gonna get your ass shot out there,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, they work. I don't even know where I've looked online. I don't know where to find them. Like I don't even know if you can. But it's like this foam thing he just puts on,
Just to break up the silhouette, kind of.
and he'll poke
I've
his
seen
head
the
out.
antelope one.
And
Like,
he'll
Randy
just,
Newberg uses it.
yeah,
Like he's got the whole shirt and the hat. He's like,
Yep.
watch this. And he just waddles on out there. And you're
Yep.
like, God, that probably would have saved me so many headaches.
yeah.
Walks of
Because
shame.
antelope, I mean, me and Tyrel have tried our asses off to hunt an antelope, and it's, I don't know. Like when I see dudes shoot an antelope with a bow, I'm like, that is maybe one of the hardest things to do in the world. And dudes are good at it, but like, it has kicked the shit out of us. We have gotten our asses kicked.
It's so fun.
Oh, it's so much. It's addicting.
so
Like the
fun.
only reason I got into that, and again, I was making a decision, and then I wanted to drag them all along.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, we can start shooting our bows at animals a whole month before elk season. We're just gonna get better at hunting elk.
Yep.
And then it turned into, no, this is antelope season. Like that's what we do, and we chase them.
Yep.
And we have fun doing it.
Yep.
I've only killed one, and it was it was not your picturesque moment, right? Or like the way that you want to kill him, right? But we're just driving. I've got Evan driving my pickup truck, and I'm in the passenger seat, and we're driving this old 2-truck to get over this knob to glass this drainage, and I see this buck sitting there, just looking around, not paying any mind. I'm like, Evan, I am going to
Tuck and roll.
tuck and roll out of this truck. You do not slow down, and you just keep going past, and we're gonna see what happens. Like we've done 9 stocks at this point. Like we gotta try something, right? Like let's just be different. And I do that, and I drop right down in this ditch, and I'm laying on my back, and I just peek up. He doesn't even look at me. I'm like, holy cow, this is working. And I peek up again, and I range him at 73, and I'm like, I could absolutely make that shot. And I adjust my sight, and I'm like, all right, here we go. So I like get up to my knees under the crest, pop up and draw, and then he stands up, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And you just hear the plop, takes 5 steps and tips over, and you're just like,
wow.
I've been doing it this way, and it hasn't worked. And sometimes it is what it
jumped out
is.
of a
Like
truck.
this is what
Yep.
it does.
Dragging my nuts through cactus for so long.
Dude, I've been eating my ants, going through the ant hills, like just baking in the heat, waiting for them to stand up, like all that kind of stuff. It's like sometimes the non-normal way of doing things just can get it done, and you're still have
That's
fun
the whole
doing
point.
it, right?
That's the adventure of it. Like,
Right?
That's all of it. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, antelope is so much fun though. And
it
then
is.
you got your great buck last year. That was just
That was the same thing.
Pretty much the same thing.
Honestly, like that method, most people I know that are successful on antelope more often than not, they're on some old, because you can't do it on like a county road or something like that. You got to be on like an old 2-track or something like that where you don't have your guidelines.
right.
But if you're in that situation and you're cruising by and you jump out and that truck doesn't stop, it works.
Yeah, and you're gonna miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so you might as well go for something.
You might as well send one.
Especially that's what's best about an antelope is like you just get at bat after at bat after at bat. Because
that is one animal you will see on a hunt.
you're
going to see
guaranteed
them.
to see an antelope. Yeah, but as long as you're in the right area, right?
Right.
They're going to see you too.
They're gonna see you way
miles out.
before you even know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't see me, they saw you.
For sure. They're there.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so much to all of it though. It's so much fun. And like to do it with a group though gives you the opportunity to like problem solve and try new things and look at things differently. Cause like that's the one thing with like soloing is you only get one perspective.
Yes.
And so you get like wrapped up into one way of doing things versus getting so many different people's ideologies out there and on a landscape where like, hey, this is what I see. This
Right.
is what I see.
Yep.
You know, we've done it with hunts with you and I've gotten to do that with you guys. Like everybody picks apart terrain differently, and then you grow faster
Yes.
by getting so many different perspectives
Yep.
thrown into one environment.
Yep.
It's like, oh no. And sometimes it's like, even if you think you know the right answer, it's sometimes fun to be like, no,
Right.
let's just do it your way,
Right.
and then see what you learned.
Yeah.
You know, and there's been times where that's gone obviously both ways, but the times when like that works out, it's so humbling.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
wow, I'm so glad I shut up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And it goes both ways. Like the old guys, you know, I had one with Jay where he shot a bull where they were done. We were done. We hadn't seen anything for like 6 days. And they're down. And I was like, let's just jump in the river, take a shower. We hiked like we were about 12 miles deep. We hiked about 6 miles. We'll camp. We'll hike out in the morning. We're done. And I was like, let's just shower off. I saw a lot of sign up the trail, and let's just, and it was weird because Jay was talking about whitetail hunting. He's like, you don't hunt whitetail like you do, you know, elk, you know, it's like you take 5 steps, you stop and you listen. And I was like, let's just try that with this elk. Let's just take 5-10 steps. We'll move ant slow, you know, and end up shooting a bull, you know, we cow call and boom, there's a bull up on the, you know, runs down. Jay, of course, Jay shoots him, but it goes both ways too. When the young guy in camp goes, can we try this? You're like, sure, stay open to, you know, stay open to something too, because you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going to come out of it.
You close yourself off to other perspectives, and like you've just stunted your growth.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Like taking that open mind into all of it and your group and your people.
Yeah.
Like trust your people, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why I've joined your tribe, but you're a part of mine.
Uh-huh.
It's because I trust you and respect you as a person.
Right.
Like trust them to make the call.
Yeah.
Even if you're like that inner voice and you're like,
that's
dude,
for
that's
sure
not how I would have
working.
done it. That's not how we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And then it pans out and you can eat your words and
Totally.
be like,
And be willing to.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Thank you. Thank you for getting that done and putting it on. Like,
Do you guys have a hunt you like that you want to go on together that's like, you know, that bucket list hunt's always a question, but I think a lot of people, at least that I know, like that bucket list has more to do with who you're going with. But like, what's that hunt for you guys that like you talk about, you dream about wanting to do?
I've always dude, there's so many hunts out there that I want to do, right? But like, I've always dreamt of that hunt where it's us boys, like all of us. You know, like our other brother Colton comes from Virginia, and we get Bridger, and like we have a true hunt camp, because I've never had like a wall tent camp or whatever, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be that, but just like all of us in
But
one
that idea
area.
of like that wall tent kind of hunt.
And I don't care what we chase, whether it's deer, elk, whatever.
Yep.
Like that's been one of the biggest hunts that I want to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
This year.
And it's
that, yeah. And like, so
Pretty
this
close.
year is like the opportunity for that bucket list hunt.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm super excited about it.
Same.
I am working on Colton.
Hey,
Get your ass out here, dude.
better be listening to this.
Yeah.
He had a kid too recently, didn't he?
No. Colton, no. Cody did.
Cody did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Cody's in the shoot. So we're looking at third rifle this year.
Yeah.
Be an OTC run.
Yep.
Cody's looking at a pretty great deer tag.
Yeah.
So there'll be some rallying around that.
Yep. Same spot.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The old tried and true.
Yep.
But yeah, so all of us though, and then B, he's probably gonna come too.
First hunt.
So it'll be his first
boys.
hunt.
Yeah.
And Evan, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, let's ride.
You're in.
Yep. So it'll be 6 of you guys on the mountain then.
Yeah. And man, just to have that crew.
Yeah.
Dude, and
is-
I feel like I've been
gonna
on
be
enough of these hunts where it's like, not that I've killed my fair share, right? Like I've gotten some, but
Yeah.
whenever all of us get together, it's more about like watching that other success that gets you.
For sure.
And I love
Yeah.
that. Like,
yes.
yeah. His hunts, or like watching, I helped Cody kill it. Like that was always a thing for me. Like when I got into this, I was like, I'm going to help every single one of my brothers
Yeah.
kill their first animal
Yeah.
or an animal. Like
Yeah.
it's just, and it still is an ongoing dream. Hopefully Colton comes on this hunt and we can make this happen or something, but it'll be like a dual thing. But yeah, like I helped you kill your first deer. I helped Cody kill his first deer.
Got dad on his.
I got dad on his, and like that's still always been my goal. Is like help others get the success. Like I live that and get the adrenaline from that the same as if I'm pulling that trigger.
Yep.
So I don't know.
One of my best hunting memories was driving to come help you guys.
Oh, that was
That was a shit show and a half.
insane.
but
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, but just being a part of that, being
Yep.
watching your brothers, your group, your guys succeed, and like watch him light up when he pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
Like does it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good with that.
Agreed. 100%.
You know?
Yep.
It's super cool. So that's probably my dream hunt. Obviously, like I want that sheep hunt, and I want not just like my people, but his people and my brother's people. Like I want the group, the mega group of like, let's go get this done.
Everybody. Yeah.
Let's experience, because not all of us get to experience this.
No.
Right?
I got to do that once with a buddy that had took him 22 years to draw a bull tag, you know, and get to go to like the kind of northwestern corner of Colorado. And just, it was like, I think we had like 4 side-by-sides, you know, spotters laying everywhere. And just like, he didn't get to hold his, you know, his bullets, you know, as like another buddy was like, hey, we're holding the bullets till we find the bull we want, you know?
Yeah.
And it was an absolute blast. Like wake up in the morning, eat, and then everybody spreads out, you know, it's just like walkie talkies, like, what are you seeing? And oh, what a good time.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's probably, it might be more fun to get to be able to look for an animal for a buddy.
Oh yeah.
Than it is to be the guy. Like, it's just like, you're just out like, what can I find out here for him?
No pressure.
None.
There's all the experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think about the 4th season deer tag with you and Dad.
Oh my god.
All the pressure was on me.
Yeah, you had a lot.
All
Yeah.
Not only do we have one of the most sought after seasons to hunt mule deer, but we're on a private ranch. And I've got 2 trigger happy dudes with me.
Yep.
He's killed a 2x4 or whatever, a 2x3.
Yep.
Dad's never killed a deer and it's like always wanted to. And I'm like, okay, I've got my work cut out for me. But I can't hold the bullets from these guys. Like they won't give them to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was super cool. You guys wanted to shoot that 3x3 opening morning. And I had to be like, no, it's a good 3x3.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a good 3.
Well, and I had the same thing this year with a buddy that he was super trigger happy. And I'm like, every time we came over a ridge, we see like 3 or 4 more bucks. And he's like, I'm going to shoot that one. I'm like, dude, like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. Like, all we're doing is seeing deer. Like, just wait a little bit, you know?
Enjoy this.
Just enjoy it. Like, because, you know, it was still public land, but it was a really good unit. And I'm used to hunting dog shit units where it's like you see more people than deer. And I mean, I was like, dude, I'm having an absolute ball. I'll stay out here for a week if you'll let me, you know? But it goes both ways. It's like, God, it's so fun. It is so fun looking over that ridge and seeing, like, what's next, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The people.
Dream hunt's fun though.
Yeah. How about you, Colin? I know that it's probably the same
That
thing.
is the dream hunt for me.
Yeah.
This year is, the dream hunt. Like part of that, it's got a little bit of a Hail Mary question mark on it, but
Right.
with being able to have the wives and the kids up there. So like Christian, myself, and Cody will all have kids that are within 1 year of each other.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be a little fresher out of the gates there.
But dude, that's the way to do it. If your wife's willing to go and you can take the kid, like, you guys are coming to that season of like the real balance of, can I steal 4 days?
Yeah.
You know, can I feed this whole beast in 4 days of hunting this year, or maybe 7 days at max? But it's really hard to leave when you have a new one at home.
Oh yeah.
if we can get all of them with the kids and the wives and everybody up to the cabin though, and have everybody hang out in one space.
Well, dude, and I thought about
And
it
we
too.
can go. I mean, we can run more. You know that mountain. We all do. I mean, you can run mornings and evenings there and be fine. Come back, hang out in the afternoon. The sun goes down so dang early. Anyways, you're home to cook dinner for.
And I'm on baby duty. I come back from the hike. I don't care if I'm tired. I'm here hunting. So what do you need?
Yeah, 100%. Like, so I mean, that whole opportunity. Like, all right, cool. When we get back, we'll tap the wives out. We'll grab the kids. We got the kids. You guys have fun, have some wine, relax a little bit, do your thing. We got this. You know, put the kids to bed. We'll get up and we'll go again in the morning. And I don't know, that whole dynamic to me is like super exciting.
That'll be amazing.
A whole new chapter. Of how we're gonna like plan and make this. We didn't grow up with like that hunting, you know, as part of our process, and we don't want to force it on our kids. Like we've all talked about that. You know, we're like, hey, we're not going to force this thing, but you're going to grow up around it.
Creating that environment for the family is so huge. You just don't get that as much, you know, where you're spending time with your cousins and in a house, and then hopefully doing it year after year, you know.
And you got to fight for that.
Whether
like
they want to hunt or not, you know, there's going to be that time in the cabin that they're going to fall in love with just fucking throwing rocks with the cousins. You know?
Right. They don't have to carry a tag. They don't have to do any of that. All right, cool. Like,
just
you want to
see
sit around and
see your guys' excitement
out?
and stuff, you know. That's just cool.
Dude, and that's like, I think that's what drew us is like Dad was into it, but I think we've taken it to a whole new level.
Oh yeah.
Right? but watching how he would get excited about like catching fish.
Yeah.
Or like he just tied this fly and we're gonna go throw it on the river and
Yeah.
then watching him hook and like watching him be excited. It's like,
Yeah.
I like this. I'm in on this. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and it's good now. I mean, that and him passing that to you, like, because he's passed away, like being able to go to the river, I'm sure for you and go like, I'm gonna go visit Dad for a little bit, you know, and go connect with Pops a little.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that solo hunt, I probably talked to him more than I even called you and Cody.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
I know.
Yeah. And that's what I want for my kids. Like, I want them to go like, I know where my dad's at. You know what I mean? I know where he's at. I'll go find him in the woods or on the river. And not everybody gets that, right? Not everybody gets to go like connect with their pops on a river or, you know, on the mountains. And I think that's the big piece for me is I hope that they remember that. And I hope they pick it up. But again, I'm at the point now where like, you know, I'm watching very closely because they're 14 and 17. It's like, are they going to say like, hey, I want to go with you on that hunt?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So
God,
we'll
a dad
see.
can dream, right? Oh, that day.
Yep.
Dad, I'm in. Hell yes.
Yeah, like in, not like, hey, I'm dragging your ass. You're coming with me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think there's a balance. You have to do a little dragging, I think, at first too, you know, to get them to see like the joy of it, you know. But
There's
Kids are
definitely that
punks.
with fly fishing.
So.
Like there was some dragging at the beginning, I feel like.
especially for a young kid, fly fishing takes so much patience.
Even ice fishing. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that you have to drag it. But it only took one time of dragging for that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, holy shit, we can 68 fish in a day? All right, Dad, I'm in.
Yeah.
Say less.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was always good about taking us to places where we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or shutting you down. Like I had a buddy, Josh Soholt, who's been on, but he told me, he's like, as soon as you've caught 4 or 5 fish in a row, pack it up. You know, like once they're like falling in love with it and they're having fun, you're like, all right, we're done. Heading back. And like, no, I want
Keep 'em
more.
hungry.
Yeah. Don't wait till it's slow and nothing's going on. Just like, doesn't matter how long you've been there. You've been there for 45 minutes, caught a bunch of fish, get them home, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
Smart.
Yep.
That's a good one. I'll tuck that in
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that with like Jay's boy Tristan. I thought we've taken him on a couple hunts. I was like, I think we just ruined him. You know? It's 2 feet of snow. He's like wanting to cry, and you're like, we got to get up to the top of this mountain. And I'm like, I don't know if he'll ever come hunting again with us. We might have ruined this kid.
You didn't?
No, he fell in love with it.
Yeah.
You know what made him fall in love with it? I think more than anything this year is he missed his first whitetail buck, and I think that was where he like I saw like a switch for him.
Yep.
Where it's like you had it, you missed, and it was a tough shot, but like, I think that's what that's got his hooks now. You know, it's like I had him and I missed him,
Oh, yeah.
and it's that missed opportunity that gets him
Every time.
fired up.
That will, like, you can get into this, but
Yep.
at some point, everybody does. You miss that chance or that shot
Yep.
or whatever it is.
Yep.
And that will haunt you and make you more hungry for the next season.
Oh, yeah.
And the next season.
And going back to it, like I had that New
time.
Mexico, like I missed a shot, had 2 others that I just didn't get off, and now I'm like, I got to go back. Like I have to go back and redeem myself there.
Yes.
You know. So yeah.
What about you guys? What's your dream hunt?
It's the exact same as yours. You know, my dream hunts right now are he hasn't shot a bull yet with his bow or rifle. I hope I get to be part of that. You know, so that'll be wherever he's at. I'm going to try and be like, all right, I'm going with because we've been on a couple where we had one that he had. I've never seen a bull duck an arrow, but
They'll do it.
Yeah, he freaking did it. And we had just the most epic kind of like Last of the Mohicans kind of like running and gunning and the bull's bugling and we're catching up and he's ahead. Now we're ahead and he had a bull duck and arrow and we had that, you know, that 30, actually probably like 2 hours of just sitting on the side of the mountain, just going, what happened? I can't believe
Yeah, it
this,
was a
you know?
big dump, right?
Yeah.
That was a fun day.
So I think for me, like if I can get lucky enough to be on Tyrel's first bull, that'd be cool. Yeah. But it's all about who I'm with, right? All about who I'm with. I'm going to Alaska this year trying to convince our brother Adam to go. Because it's really close to where we were both born in Alaska. And so I think it'd be fun to have him go back and like kind of get back to where we, you know,
Back to the roots.
Yeah, a little bit, you know. And so, but that's it. It has nothing to do with the animal.
Yeah.
The animal creates the situation for the experiences. But it's really about who I'm with. And I think most guys that have hunted a lot feel the same way.
We get it, right? Like there's a small population or percentage of the people hunting that are like-minded like this.
Yeah.
And you can pick me apart or whatever and say I'm stupid or crazy, but like it is 100%. Like we could not kill anything and cover tons of country and go through the lowest of lows with a little bit of high, and I'm gonna be like,
Still, it's a win.
That was
right?
a great trip.
Yep. Yeah. You're chasing that one little moment with your family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. I think you said it. But yeah, those moments.
Yeah.
It's not about the big kill.
Not at all.
I don't think that. I don't ever see myself really like slipping into that any more than I did 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 years ago, I started to slip into that a little bit.
Where you sort of had a deer that had your name with it, and you're like, that's the guy I'm after.
I was like, we're on one side or better, and that won't happen again.
That's the trap I fell into for a little bit.
Yep.
Like I had killed a fair amount of muleys, and I was like, okay, like I'm not going 200 a bust, but like I just want an older, mature deer, like really want to see it. And then, that was 4 or 5. No, I guess it was 4 years of passing up deer or something like that that I shouldn't have, and that I regretted after, or I just couldn't get the chance on them.
Yep.
And then there was the couple years where I didn't draw the tags, but I was going with like my cousin or my brother or some buddies from out of state and stuff like that, and trying to help them. And then that solo trip was finally like I've broken the 6-year curse of not killing a mule deer.
Yeah.
And he's no toad, like, but he is everything that I wanted to. And now it's like I look at a deer. I want to kill that big one.
Yeah.
And one day I'll figure it out.
Right.
My stars might align, but if they don't, like as long as I see that animal and I'm like, I like him. Like, and this is going to put the cherry on top of that experience. Like, let's do it.
Yep. Well, that's the thing about points too. Like, especially in Colorado, like Colin and I were talking the other day, like, screw this whole points thing. Like, I'm out. Like, I'd rather just go hunt every year, have that experience every year. You may stumble onto that deer of a lifetime or the buck or bull of a lifetime, but like, I just want to go out every year. That's all I'm after.
Yeah.
Like this time of year, it's, what are we at? Getting ready to be May almost, or mid-April. And it's like, it's what we're all thinking about. Right. Yeah. It's like, we know where we're going, making plans.
Yes.
Hey, I need you to clear the calendar. Here's your dates. I need you to be there,
Yeah.
And it's,
It's the most anxiety-enriched time of the year.
Dude, you're telling me.
It's so terrible. I hate this.
Yeah, just waiting for like what tags you're going to get and where you're going to be, and you don't know, especially with Colorado kids.
It's a lot easier when you're just going OTC.
Yep, that's just it. That's the beauty of the OTC thing is you can create that kind of beautiful group hunt where you can go, hey, let's all just get a tag. Because it's not about going to chase the biggest thing in the world. It's just, can we all get on the mountain at the same time?
Yeah. Yep. Unless somebody draws that moose or that sheep.
Then it changes everything.
It changes everything.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then everybody else quits what they're doing, and
that's part of it too. Then it's
Then it's the dream hunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, truly. Sick.
Truly.
Good guys. Well, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's the time always flies. I love the stories. Man, we'll do it again. I'd love to see this table just be the Johnson brothers. And just
let you guys
Tyrel, we'll just we'll push record and we'll step away and see what happens. And so I hope that one's coming. So if you do get everybody out here, I'd love to just get the tape rolling and just let's scroll out of the bag and you guys can have some fun with it. So.
Might have to delete that episode. But
yeah.
That's what Caleb's for. So good. Well, thanks for coming on the Ruckless podcast. Man, excited to see how the season goes for you. And we'll have to very least do a recap on, the family hunt.
Yeah.
When it gets done this year. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple punch tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few fist fights, maybe.
Oh, nice. One or two.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
thanks
cool.
for the opportunity.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you next time.